Your 2021 Mazda CX-5 has a trick built into it that 99% of owners have never found. Not because it is hidden deep in a menu, because Mazda never told you it was there. Today we are revealing exactly what it is, how to activate it, and why knowing it changes how you use this car every single day. Stay until the end. The final function is the one that CX-5 engineers use on their own vehicles, and that dealerships never mention at handover. Let us get into it. Number 20. Stop the rear window from beating your ears. Lower one rear window at highway speed and the peaceful cabin can suddenly turn violent. The air pounds your ears, the roof vibrates, and passengers rush to close the window. Nothing is broken. That deep booming is wind buffeting. Air enters through one opening, becomes trapped, and creates pressure waves inside the cabin. Most drivers simply suffer through it, or ban passengers from opening the rear windows. The CX-5 manual points toward a simple fix. Crack open a front window slightly or change how far the rear window is lowered. The second opening balances pressure and the pulsing can disappear immediately. Try it carefully the next time the noise begins. Do not lower every window and create more chaos. A small adjustment is usually enough. Mazda did not hide a repair here. It hid a better way to use something you already touch every day. That is only the beginning. One lost window setting can look exactly like a failed motor. Number 19. Reset a window that looks broken. Imagine replacing the battery, disconnecting power, or collecting the vehicle after repair. You pull the window switch once, expecting the glass to rise by itself. Instead, it stops the moment you release the switch. Owners may blame the switch or motor and book a workshop visit. The automatic function may have simply forgotten where fully open and fully closed are. Switch the ignition on. Lower the affected window completely, then raise it all the way and keep holding the switch briefly after the glass reaches the top. That final hold can allow the system to relearn the closing position. Test the one-touch function again. If it returns, you have avoided paying for diagnosis or replacing a part that was never broken. Nobody earns money by teaching owners a free reset. A 5-second reset earns nobody a repair bill. Lost programming can look like failed hardware. One driver sees a reset, another sees a repair bill. A forgotten window costs time. The feature coming next can save painted metal from a ceiling strike. Number 18. Teach the liftgate where to stop. A power liftgate feels luxurious until it rises toward a low garage ceiling. You press the button, the hatch climbs. Then you notice the concrete beam, open garage door, or storage rack hanging directly above it. Seconds later, painted metal hits something harder. Many owners believe the liftgate has only two choices: fully closed or fully open. On equipped 2021 CX-5 models, you can program a lower opening height. Open the liftgate and stop it at the safe position you want. Keep it above roughly half height. Then press and hold the close switch on the liftgate for about 3 seconds. Listen for the confirmation beeps. The vehicle can now remember that position. The next time the power liftgate opens, it should stop before reaching the usual maximum height. Need full height again? The manual explains how to reset the stored position by holding the same switch longer. This setting protects the paint, hinges, motor, and ceiling. 3 tricks, 0 accessories. 3 hidden fixes, no accessories. And the biggest secret is still hiding inside the key you've been carrying since the day you bought the car. If you have not subscribed yet, please do now, because the remaining tricks become far more useful. Number 17. Walkaway. Lock can fail without warning. Walkaway locking feels almost magical. You step out with the key, close the door, move away, and the CX-5 locks itself. Soon, owners stop checking. That confidence can become a mistake. The system must detect the key leaving the operating range after all doors and the liftgate are properly closed. If you walk away while a passenger is still gathering bags, the sequence may not complete as expected. Picture it clearly. You leave first and head toward the house. Your passenger remains beside the vehicle with one door open. By the time that door closes, your key is already too far away. No confirmation sound, no automatic lock. A laptop or shopping bag may remain inside an unlocked vehicle all night. The next morning, owners blame thieves instead of the feature they misunderstood. Stay close until every door and the liftgate are shut. Listen for confirmation and check when anything feels unusual. Convenience is not a replacement for attention. Now comes the detail that makes walkaway locking even more confusing. The confirmation sound itself can change. Number 16. Change the lock. Confirmation sound. Some owners want a loud confirmation beep. Others arrive home late and hate announcing it to the entire street. Many assume the factory sound cannot change, but equipped models allow adjustment. The procedure uses the key in driver's door while the ignition is off. By holding the lock button for the required time and then moving through the available settings, owners can choose a different volume or disable the sound where supported. Use the procedure for your exact model and market. Reduce it if it is too aggressive. Increase it if you regularly miss the confirmation. Turn it off only if you're willing to watch the hazard lights or check the handles every time. Silence does not prove the car failed to lock. Noise does not excuse you from checking. That sound is personal. The lock timing is too, and the factory default may not suit your routine. Number 15. Choose your own door lock pattern. One CX-5 locks as it moves. Another locks when the selector leaves park. A third unlocks when the ignition switches off. Owners may wrongly suspect an electrical fault. The difference may be a setting. Mazda offers several automatic locking and unlocking patterns depending on equipment and market. The doors may lock at a low road speed, lock when shifting out of park, unlock when returning to park, or unlock when the ignition is turned off. Different drivers face different risks. A parent may want the doors secured the moment the vehicle moves. A delivery driver may prefer instant unlocking in park. Someone who waits inside the vehicle at night may want a pattern that does not behave predictably. Some use a settings menu, others use the interior lock switch. Open the manual, find the available function numbers, and choose intentionally. Do not let the previous owner, dealer, or factory default decide how your doors behave forever. Your locks should protect the way you actually drive, not the way the factory guessed you would. One setting controls the whole vehicle. The next explains why a perfectly healthy spare key can suddenly appear dead. Number 14. Wake a key. Mazda. Temporarily silenced. Leave one key inside and lock with another. Later, retrieve the key that remained inside and press a button. Nothing happens. The battery may be fresh, but the doors ignore it. Most owners immediately believe the key has failed. Mazda may have temporarily suspended its remote functions because it was detected inside the locked vehicle. This helps prevent the key from interfering with the security system or making entry easier. Once the key is removed, press its unlock button according to the manual's instructions. That simple action can restore normal operation. This helps when traveling with two keys or leaving one in luggage. Do not turn this into an excuse to store a spare key in the vehicle. A thief who finds it creates a far more serious problem. One owner sees a dead key and buys a battery or replacement. Another presses unlock and restores it in seconds. The difference is not hardware, it is information dealers often skip. The other may need one press. Drivers have paid unnecessarily because nobody explained this. A key can be silenced by security logic. The button ahead can hold the entire SUV still in traffic. Number 13. Auto hold is not only for steep hills. You stop at a long traffic light and keep your foot pressed against the brake. Your ankle tightens while the queue refuses to move. Many CX-5 owners ignore the auto hold button because they think it is only useful on steep slopes. That wastes one of the best daily features in the vehicle. With the engine running, the driver's seatbelt fastened, the door closed, and the system switched on. Press the brake firmly while stopped. When auto hold engages, the brakes can keep the CX-5 stationary after you lift your foot. The light changes. Press the accelerator and the system releases as the vehicle moves away. It helps in traffic, drive-thrus, school queues, and long stops. Auto hold is assistance, not permission to stop paying attention. Always use the parking brake when parking and press the brake immediately if the system warns you. Used correctly, this feature changes stressful stop-and-go driving. One ignored button can make every traffic jam a little less exhausting. That daily comfort feature is missed constantly. The next shortcut hides inside a knob owners already touch. Number 12. Press the volume knob instead of turning it. A passenger starts speaking while the music is loud. Navigation interrupts, or a call arrives. Most drivers twist the knob or search the screen. Press the knob once. The center volume control also works as a quick mute switch on Mazda Connect. That is smarter than turning the sound all the way down. Rotating the knob destroys the listening level you carefully chose. When the conversation ends, you must rebuild it. Mute preserves the setting. The physical button also avoids tiny screen icons and works by touch. Mazda designed much of the commander system around this idea. Common actions should not require a bright touchscreen or a long menu search. One press gives you silence without destroying the volume level you spent weeks getting just right. A longer press on another control can move you between two completely different infotainment systems. Number 11. Jump between Mazda Connect and your phone. Connect CarPlay or Android Auto and phone apps fill the display. Then you need a vehicle setting inside Mazda Connect. Drivers search for an exit, unplug the cable, or restart the system. Press and hold the home button on the commander control. On compatible systems, that long press switches between the active phone interface and the Mazda Connect home screen. Hold it again to return. You can leave phone navigation running, jump into a vehicle menu, then move back without disconnecting anything. The important detail is the difference between a quick press and a hold. Mazda often gives one control, two jobs depending on how long you touch it. Drivers who only tap every button see the obvious layer. Drivers who understand long presses uncover shortcuts the salesperson may never have demonstrated. Learn it while parked first. Once it becomes familiar, the commander knob and home button can feel faster than reaching toward a screen. One long press saves menu hunting. The next overlooked detail protects your paint during every fuel stop. Number 10. Park the fuel cap in its holder. Open the fuel door and unscrew the cap. The cap often swings against the paint, leaving fuel residue or dirt. Some drivers balance it awkwardly near the opening and hope it stays there. The CX-5 gives the cap a proper parking spot inside the fuel door. Place it into the built-in holder while refueling. The cap stays secure, the tether remains relaxed, and the dirty underside stays away from the painted body. It prevents a weekly mistake. The fuel door itself can also confuse new owners because it is linked to the vehicle's locks. If the panel refuses to open, do not pull harder or attack it with a tool. Unlock the CX-5, then press the correct area of the fuel door again. Many think the release is broken when the vehicle is simply locked. One overlooked holder protects the paint. One overlooked lock connection prevents embarrassment and damage. How many of these CX-5 secrets did you honestly know before today? Hit the like button and tell us in the comments. The next feature has saved countless mirrors from expensive parking damage, and most owners never realize it's already switched on. Number 9. Let the mirrors confirm the lock park on a narrow street and leave both mirrors extended. A cyclist, trolley, or car can crack a housing or break the motor. On equipped CX-5 models, the power folding mirrors can operate automatically with the locks. When enabled, locking the vehicle folds the mirrors inward. Unlocking or switching the ignition on can open them again, depending on the selected setting and market. It does more than reduce width. Look back after parking. If both mirrors are folded, you gain a quick visual sign that the locking sequence probably completed. That does not replace checking the doors, but it is useful when the confirmation beep is quiet or disabled. There is one warning: ice, packed snow, or another obstruction can strain the folding mechanism. Never force a frozen mirror or repeatedly command the motor when movement is blocked. Use it with the weather, not against it. Automatic folding can save a mirror. The next procedure can prevent a cheap wiper change from damaging the bonnet. Number 8. Put the wipers into service position. Try lifting the front wiper arms while they are parked normally. On many modern vehicles, the arms sit partly beneath the rear edge of the bonnet. Pull carelessly and the metal can strike painted bodywork. A cheap blade change can cause costly damage. The CX-5 provides a service position that moves the wipers upward on the windshield where they are easier to reach. Follow the ignition and wiper lever sequence in the manual for your model. The arms move away from the bonnet edge, allowing you to lift them safely for cleaning or blade replacement. When finished, lower the arms gently onto the glass and follow the procedure to return them to their normal parked position. Never switch on the wipers while the arms are raised. They can slam against the windshield, scrape the bonnet, or catch your fingers. Owners often blame the design or pay someone for a job they could do safely. The real mistake was beginning maintenance before using the service position Mazda built into the car. Owners often blame the design. That service position prevents visible damage. The next adjustment can rescue automatic wipers. Owners wrongly call useless. Number 7. Adjust rain. Sensitivity before switching it off. A light mist makes the wipers scrape too often. Later, heavy spray appears and they seem slower than you want. Many owners decide the rain sensor is useless and switch the function off permanently. They overlook the sensitivity ring on the wiper stalk. On equipped models, rotating that control changes how quickly the automatic wipers react to moisture. Move it toward higher sensitivity and the blades sweep sooner. Move it the other way and they wait longer. Two drivers can prefer different behavior. One person wants the first drop removed immediately. Another finds frequent wiping distracting. Road dirt, ice, damaged glass, spray from trucks, and poor sensor visibility can still affect performance. The driver remains responsible for keeping a clear view. Clean around the sensor and adjust sensitivity before declaring failure. One badly chosen setting has convinced thousands of owners their rain sensor is broken when it never was. That mistake appears throughout modern vehicles. Owners disable useful features because they never learned the personalization controls sitting inches from their hands. Before switching the system off, tune it. The same lesson becomes more serious with the safety menu ahead. Number 6. Do not disable. Every safety alert at once. The CX-5 beeps, flashes, and warns through the steering. Annoyed drivers sometimes search for one master switch and shut down every assistance feature they can find. That may remove protection they need. Depending on equipment, Mazda Connect lets you review several systems separately. Blind spot monitoring, lane departure. Warning: smart brake support, parking sensors, driver attention alert, and other features do not always share one identical setting. Some warning types, sound levels, or sensitivities can be changed individually. Before disabling anything, find out why it activated. Repeated lane warnings may come from poor road markings, roadworks, or drifting near the line. Constant parking alerts may be caused by mud or ice covering a sensor. A blind spot warning may be seeing a motorcycle you have not noticed. Clean cameras and sensors first, then personalize only the setting that causes the problem, where Mazda allows it. The vehicle is not trying to insult your driving. It is reacting to information gathered around the car. Silencing everything feels powerful for 5 minutes. Missing one real danger can cost thousands. Disable the wrong warning, and the cost can be enormous. The next switch changes response without adding gas or horsepower. Number 5. Sport mode does more than make noise. Many expect sport mode to mean noise and bad economy. That belief causes them to ignore the feature completely. Sport mode does not unlock hidden horsepower. It changes how the transmission uses the power already available. The gearbox can hold lower gears longer and respond more quickly when you press the accelerator. That helps when joining a fast road, climbing a steep grade, passing where legal, or driving through bends where constant upshifts feel lazy. Picture a short roundabout gap. In normal mode, the transmission may focus on smoothness and economy. In sport, it can keep the engine closer to a stronger response range, making the CX-5 feel more alert. Use it only when conditions allow. Switch it off when the sharper response is unnecessary. Sport mode cannot create grip on ice, repair worn tires, or turn the SUV into a racing car. It simply changes throttle and transmission behavior. The secret is choosing the right tool for the moment. Ignoring it wastes useful control. Drivers who leave it on constantly may waste fuel and create a harsh journey. Sport mode changes timing, not physics. The next setting ends the argument between loud directions and quiet music. Number 4. Control navigation. Volume separately. Music is perfectly balanced, then the navigation voice shouts over it. You lower the main volume, but now the song is too quiet. At the next junction, the guidance still feels badly balanced. The mistake is treating every sound as one sound. Mazda Connect allows different audio functions to be adjusted separately, depending on equipment. Navigation guidance volume does not need to destroy your music setting. On many systems, turning the volume knob while a spoken direction is active changes the guidance level rather than the music. The sound settings menu can also provide separate controls. Test this while parked so you know exactly what your system changes. A voice that is too quiet causes missed turns. One that is too loud makes drivers disable guidance entirely. Set each sound for its real purpose. Music should fill the cabin. Warnings should demand attention. Directions should remain clear without attacking every passenger. This adjustment makes the cabin feel calmer. Balanced sound makes the cabin calmer. The feature ahead can place critical information where your eyes already are. Number 3. Make the head-up display. Follow your eyes. On equipped trims, the active driving display places speed and other information near the driver's forward view. Some see it too high, low, dim, or partly invisible and assume failure. The display may simply be aimed for somebody else. Sit in your true driving position first. Set the seat height, distance, and backrest. Then adjust the display height and brightness until the information rests naturally in your view without blocking the road. Do not move your head to find the image. Move the image to meet your eyes. Navigation, signs, cruise details, and alerts may appear there. The goal is to reduce how far your eyes travel away from the road. Here's the part many owners miss. On models with driver position memory, the active driving display setting can be stored with the seat position. Two drivers can therefore have different seat arrangements and different display alignments. It remembers more than your seat. It remembers exactly where your eyes expect the information to appear. That link leads directly to the final 2 tricks, where Mazda's memory system becomes far smarter than most salespeople explain. Number 2. The memory buttons store. More than the seat. Most owners know the numbered seat buttons. Adjust the position, save it under number 1 or number 2, and press the button later to return. Useful, but that is only half the story. On equipped CX-5 models, the stored driving position can include the power driver's seat and the active driving display position. Set the seat height. Move forward or backward. Adjust the seat back and lumbar support. Then position the head-up display where it is clear for your eyes. Store the complete arrangement by following the memory procedure in the manual. A second driver can create a completely different setup under the other button. Changing drivers no longer means repeated guessing. Make sure nothing blocks the seat rails before recalling a position. A bottle, bag, or child's toy can interfere with movement and damage the mechanism. Mazda built a faster version that needs neither memory button. It can recognize which driver is approaching before the engine starts, and that is the secret most owners never discover. The function behind this title may have been sitting inside your key since the day the CX-5 left the showroom. Number 1. Link your driving position to the key. Mazda should have demonstrated this trick. On equipped models, the driver position memory can be linked to an individual key, not only to memory 1, not only to memory 2, to the actual key in your hand. Set the seat, backrest, lumbar support, and active driving display exactly where you want them. Then follow Mazda's linking procedure. With the vehicle in the required state, press the memory set button and press the unlock button on the chosen key within the specified time. A confirmation sound tells you the key has been registered. Now move the seat somewhere else, lock the CX-5, and walk away. Return later carrying the linked key. Unlock the driver's door under the correct conditions. The vehicle can begin restoring your stored driving position as you enter. The seat slides back. The height returns. The backrest finds your angle. The head-up display moves toward the position set for your eyes. You did not press memory 1. The key identified the driver. It becomes powerful when two people share the vehicle. Link one key to the taller driver's position and the other key to the shorter driver's setup. Each person approaches with a different key, and the CX-5 prepares a different cockpit. No argument about the seat, no knees crashing into the dashboard, no fumbling for the memory button while standing in the rain. Most owners never imagine the key can carry a driver identity. That is why this trick remains unknown. The hardware has always been there. The secret was knowing how everything talks to everything else. The key talks to the locks. The locks identify the approaching driver. The memory system recalls the seat. The seat position works with the active driving display. One short setup connects everything. Check your trim before trying it. A CX-5 without the driver memory equipment cannot gain the feature through a button sequence. Follow the official manual carefully and keep the seat path clear whenever memory movement begins. For equipped owners, it may be the best hidden feature. Your Mazda was not waiting for a software update. It was waiting for you to connect the key. Thanks for watching. Before you go, which hidden CX-5 feature surprised you most? Tell us in the comments. Most Mazda owners accidentally disable at least one useful safety setting, and a dirty sensor can make another appear broken. That video is waiting on the left. Click it now, then subscribe so the next expensive mistake does not stay hidden until it reaches the workshop.